It's new tonight, the Nevada Attorney General's Office investigations releasing their final report regarding the death of UNLV student Nathan Valencia during a fight night last year. Our Brett Forrest is at the live desk with more.
Marie, good evening. Valencia is a 20-year-old UNLV student who died after a charity boxing match at the Sahara Event Center in November, put on by the Kappa Sigma fraternity. His death was ruled a homicide, but no criminal charges were filed. Some key findings from the AG's report. There was a loophole allowing events like boxing to happen without the authority of the Nevada Athletic Commission if they were put on by a college or university. That loophole was closed earlier this year. But the Attorney General's report discovered several of the fighters were not enrolled at UNLV that semester, which means the Athletic Commission was supposed to sanction the fight night event. But the report notes the commission does not have the authority to investigate crime or enforce penalties. The report also calls into question the Las Vegas Metro Police response. After the fight, police only investigated whether or not the Sahara Event Center possessed a valid Clark County business license. The report criticizes Metro for not securing evidence in a timely manner. Investigators claiming there was no way to know if hand wraps or gloves were tampered with or if there were performance-enhancing substances. The report also criticizing Metro's statements in the following weeks that no crime was committed, saying these statements were premature and compromised any future possible prosecutions. So what are the recommendations from the AG's office? They want Nevada law to further fix that legal loophole so that if the Athletic Commission doesn't oversee an event, another sanctioning body will. They're also asking for increased collaboration between the Athletic Commission and local law enforcement if something like this happens again. The official findings of this report will be presented to the Nevada Athletic Commission tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Well, the skies are clear today, but the city of Las Vegas is planning for the next big storm.
With that progress takes some pain. They'll need to shut down traffic at a very busy intersection. A massive flood control project well underway at Eastern and Charleston. That's where we find Denise Rosh among the traffic cones tonight. And Denise, drivers can really expect some serious detours later this week.
Yeah, Jim, beginning at 9 o'clock Wednesday night, this intersection at Charleston and Eastern will shut down for 6 days. Now you can see right over here that the city has been working on a massive $52 million storm drain project. Well, now they're ready to drop in some of that equipment you see over there. Nearby businesses and motorists, they're being told to prepare.
We got paints, we got drawing pads.
James Walkinshaw is in the business of making things pretty.
Back in the back corner, we do custom framing.
Here at Desert Art Supplies on East Charleston, his family-owned shop has been encouraging creativity since 1957. But right outside his front door,
It's been really hurtful on our business.
there is nothing beautiful about his current view, a flood control project that's creating an access problem into the parking lot.
I mean, they got the street completely blocked off. I mean, before they had cones so you could actually turn and get across the street, but now it's cement barricades across the street.
Work in the area began in October, and this week a series of reinforced concrete boxes are scheduled to be dropped in place, directing future floodwaters underground instead of into nearby neighborhoods. The trench work requiring a full shutdown of the intersection from Wednesday night until next Monday. Engineering project manager Chris Pluty.
We had the benefit of the last few years of not really having much of a monsoon season, but once again, this rainy season has certainly shown us the necessity for the project of this scope.
Just take a look at this video from last month. Floodwaters rising quickly in the area during a sudden downpour. Motorists say construction is painful, but the need is there.
It got to get done one way or another, so it's going to get done today, tomorrow, but it's better today than tomorrow.
Got to get done sometime, huh?
Period. So let's get the job done.
The Charleston storm drain is one of 8 projects now on the books for the Regional Flood Control District. Work being done all over the valley to protect lives and property during a major storm event. This particular project won't be complete until December of 2023.
I know that end date seems really far out, but there's a lot of work to be done in order to make it happen. But the impact will be immeasurable.
And Walkinshaw hopes so. His business is down 40 to 60% due to construction. He's looking forward to that finished product.
If it is for storm drains, I think, yeah, we're definitely behind schedule on that. So I think it's a good thing if that's what they're doing.
So again, there will be detours all around this area beginning Wednesday night. Businesses will be open, but you will have to be patient as you try to get through.
Let's talk about last night's storms once again. We are talking about a much different scene last night. It was dangerous and even deadly. We have team coverage for you here at 10. Despite being rescued from a water channel near the Strip, officials say one person did not make it and then later died at UMC. We're also learning more about a second body recovered in that same area. Our Katie Munch was there earlier.
Yeah, Marie, this happened at a flood channel east of the Strip, and we also learned a second body was recovered in a large pile of debris. And when we hear these stories, many of us ask, why can't people stay out of the flood channels? Well, I talked to one man who is shining a light on living in the underground channels.
The monsoonal weather has been relentless across southern Nevada. It's activated many life-saving water rescues and recoveries. Thursday night, one person was recovered from the channels but later died at UMC, while a second body was discovered in a pile of debris.
This tunnel goes right by the airport, so we're going to enter down where we know people are living.
Robert Banghart and other members of a foundation called Shine a Light will walk the depths of the flood storm drain system Saturday morning to check on others who call the tunnels their home.
The monsoon season is a little different because it's so concentrated in a short amount of time and it's very heavy, which is not the usual for Las Vegas. But we offer a pathway called the I-Path, which is instant placement with access to treatment and housing. So we offer a real way out when they're ready.
It's an environment Banghart knows all too well. As an addict, he slept on the streets before going underground for shelter.
I was at my lowest in my entire life. You know what I mean? That I can remember the day that I looked at my tunnel for the first time. It was like I was buying a new house.
After 3 years, it took a beating for Banghart to find the light.
I was attacked by 3 people. I was hit with an axe, hit with a pipe, they stabbed, the whole thing, and they left me for dead on some train tracks.
Banghart says he died that night before doctors could revive him.
I was in the hospital for a month. I was on life support for 3 days. I had to learn how to walk and talk. I had a broken jaw. They couldn't wire it shut because I had swelling of the brain so bad.
Banghart says members of Shine a Light who share similar stories supported him through his recovery. And now he returns to the underground flood channels to shed light on others and possibly show them a way to a brighter future before dangerous floodwaters or worse, a brutal attack gets them first.
People are looking down on them. There's a lot of guilt and shame, you know what I mean, and a lot of fear. So if I'm kind and I just approach them on a level, if I sit down with them, if I hug them, if I shake their hand, if I remember their name, and continuously, like, eventually they can't really argue with that, right? Over time, eventually they get desperate enough and they can't argue with what we're saying anymore.
And so far this year, Shine a Light has helped 210 people get off the streets. And we know people who live in the tunnels most likely aren't watching right now. So Banghart says that if you want to help, you can step up and help this community by donating or volunteering. We've included that information on our website.
Hi, everybody. I'm Reed Cowan from News 3 Las Vegas. We want to thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Remember, you can always see more of our videos by clicking on the video links. And also don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our YouTube updates. Thanks for watching.